Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jamal. I hope you guys have all been doing well. Now, I know it's been quite a long time since I've uploaded a video, and this video is probably going to come as a surprise to a lot of people as I'm introducing a new vehicle to the channel. Now, I've actually had this vehicle since August of last year. It's been about 8 months since I've had it, but I didn't really get a good opportunity to kind of introduce it to the channel. And so today, I'm taking that opportunity to introduce you guys to the brand new vehicle that I bought. It might come as a surprise to a few of you guys, but I've mentioned this vehicle in a video before. So for those of you guys that are astute observers and watch all the videos, I have mentioned that I wanted one of these for a while. And so without any more further ado, let's go ahead and introduce the brand new vehicle to the channel. All right, guys, so here it is. This is a 2022 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. This is a vehicle that I wanted for quite some time as kind of my first truck, if you will. I don't know if you can call it a truck, but it's kind of a Jeep, but it's a truck Jeep, I guess, Gladiator. And you guys can see I've already done my first modification here, the short antenna. I had to get rid of that stock long one. But anyways, this vehicle I purchased because I wanted something that I could take long road trips in. I wanted something that I could take camping. I wanted something that I could, have the utility of a truck bed, be able to take it off-road, go on to different trails, maybe go crawling a little bit with it, do some overlanding and things of that nature. And I've actually already taken this vehicle on its first road trip. We went from Texas to New Mexico to go skiing back in January, and it did awesome on that road trip. One thing I will say right off the bat is I wish this thing had a larger fuel tank because we did have to stop for gas quite a few times. But even with that being said, before I was dailying my CTSV, and this thing, even though it's a truck, it's a big heavy vehicle, it does get better gas mileage, so that's awesome. I average around 16 right now, but most of my driving is city. As you guys can see, it is the Rubicon package, and that comes with a whole bunch of different things. It comes with 33-inch tires stock from the factory. It's got better axles than the stock Gladiator does. It comes with the Fox suspension, as you guys can see. That's factory Fox 2.0s. It comes with front and rear lockers. It comes with 410 gears. It's got a bunch of different off-road modes, and it's basically kind of built to handle a lot of your trails that you guys will see. Now, I know a lot of people take these things and they modify them even more to even crazier heights, and I eventually will modify this thing a little bit. I actually already have wheels for this thing, waiting on tires for that. But another cool thing about this car is you can fit 35-inch tires stock. I probably won't do that stock, but that's kind of a cool thing about it. It's also got rock sliders to protect the frame if you are crawling. The Rubicon also has these little red accents, as you guys can see. This Jeep, my Jeep specifically, is pretty base when it comes to Rubicons. I wanted the Rubicon for all the off-road features, but I didn't have a whole bunch of money to spend on options. So you guys can tell it is base. Like, it's got halogen headlights on it. There aren't any LEDs on this thing. There's an LED package, which I wish this car had, but I do not have. I bought this thing used. So basically, this is kind of the newest vehicle that I've ever bought. It came with about 15,000 miles on it, and it was 2022. I bought it in 2023, so it's not like brand new, but it's the newest thing I've ever had, the lowest miles I've ever owned. And I purchased this car for around $45,000, I think it was, when I bought it. Prices have come down a little bit since. The car market is ever changing in today's climate, but I feel like I got a pretty decent deal on it. And I got the best interest rate you could at the time, which is about a 6.5%. So obviously not as great as it was on the Cadillac, but that was back in 2019. So about as good as you're going to get in today's market. So this, I believe I'm the second owner of this Jeep. It's the white color, which is kind of like the it's the most common color. I wish it was a different color, but I can't complain. I've never had a white vehicle, so I'm kind of excited about that. But yeah, anyways, that's kind of the exterior of the car. It's all stock. It's got the black plastic roof, fenders, all that. These do come paint matched on some models, but again, I wasn't able to get that one. So it's got the hard top, which is one of the options. And then, like I mentioned, not a whole lot else when it comes to the options. It has some interior stuff like the auxiliary switches, and it's got the tow package, but other than that, it's pretty base for a Rubicon. One last thing I wanted to mention is that this vehicle also did come with the spray and bed liner from the factory, so that was another option that's been done, and something that I was going to do, and something, thank God, that I don't have to do now. So let's go ahead and head to the interior and talk about that. All right, so here we are on the interior of the Jeep, and as I mentioned, for a Rubicon, this one's pretty base. It does have the auxiliary switches down here. That's an option. So when you do add accessories like LEDs and stuff like that, you can kind of wire them to these auxiliary switches. It comes with the automatic transmission as well. These are also available in a manual, but this one is automatic. I wanted that for road trips, and because it is my new daily. It also has cloth seats. There's a bunch of different options on the seats, but this one is just the cloth seats, which honestly is kind of what I preferred. And I think that's pretty much it for the interior of the car. The Rubicon is different from the base model because it does come with like kind of these red accents. You can see the red stitching. It's got the red dash panels here. But other than that, it's a fairly stock interior for a Rubicon. So I spent a lot of my time in here. Oh, also it has it has kind of the roof liner here. These liners here, normally this is just white hard plastic, but these liners here are a factory option. So I guess weirdly enough, whoever spec'd this car opted for those things as well. So that's cool. I guess that's like $1,000 option. So I guess I'll take it. But that is it for as far as the interior goes. There's also an inverter option that I wish this car had, but it doesn't. Whether or not that's because of supply chain issues at the time, because this car did come out in 2022, and that's, you know, if you remember back to the vid, there was a lot of kind of supply chain issues with getting different car parts for brand new vehicles. So with that being said, that's kind of an overview of the interior. Some other things I forgot to mention, guys, is this car also came with the all-weather floor mats. This was an option as well. I'm really glad to have those. And then also another just Rubicon thing is the bigger screen. The Rubicons come standard, and I think the Mojaves as well. They come standard with the bigger 7-inch screen. You'll notice that some of the base model ones have the smaller screens, but that's also another welcomed option or welcome standard feature for the Rubicon, kind of something that I also wanted. And it kind of led me to go Rubicon versus kind of the base model. Honestly speaking, when I got this thing, I really just wanted to get the cheapest Gladiator there was because I wanted a Gladiator, but I didn't want to have to spend a whole bunch of money because I just finished paying off the Cadillac, and the last thing I wanted was another huge car payment. Thankfully, this one is less by about $100. Not a huge difference, but it does make a little bit of a difference when it comes time to make that payment, and it's not like $850 like the Cadillac was. So I'm really excited to have this thing. I'm really excited for it to be a part of the channel. It kind of opens up a whole new chapter for me when it comes to modifying vehicles, because I've only ever had like cars and kind of fast cars, lowered cars. This is like my first truck, something that I can actually lift, something I can actually do off-road based things on, something I could take camping. I could throw the mountain bike in the back, go mountain biking. And so I'm really excited about kind of opening up this world of car modifying, or truck modifying, if you will. And I know a lot of you guys watching may be kind of a new audience to my channel because I've never really made Jeep content or truck content before. So welcome, guys. I hope you guys will stick around. I hope you guys will subscribe. I've got a lot of future videos planned with this thing. But with that being said, one of the most important things I forgot to mention actually, this truck comes in 2 engine options. It's the 3.6 liter V6, but there's also a 3 liter Eco Diesel. I wish I had the Eco Diesel, but this one is just the regular 3.6 cylinder V6. I think it makes 280-ish horsepower. It's the same V6 that Stellantis or Dodge or whatever, Fiat, whatever, they use in everything. It's the same V6 from like the V6 Chargers and Challengers and all that. So yeah, about 280 horsepower. So it is the V6 with the automatic transmission, 8-speed transmission. So that is kind of an overview of the vehicle. I have yet to take off the roof. I want to do that soon. but I just haven't got a good chance to. The weather's been kind of nice. I don't know why I haven't, but that's something I want to do in the future. Obviously more road trips, more content, camping content. I don't know if that will live on this channel or a new channel, because I do want to keep this one kind of geared towards cars. But if I do make another channel, you guys will be the first to know for sure. But yeah, I just want to introduce this video to, or introduce this vehicle to the channel, because I didn't want it to just kind of be in the background and come as a surprise to a lot of you guys. This thing will be in future videos, but I still do have the Cadillac. I still do have the Corvette. I still plan on making content with both those vehicles. But this is kind of a third vehicle in the mix now. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope you guys like the new truck. I hope you guys are as stoked as I am. And I hope you guys will stick around, watch future videos on this thing. And I'd like to remind you guys, as always, if you did enjoy the video, please drop a like. Please leave your comments, reactions. Did I make the right decision? Am I dumb for getting this thing? Is it a real truck? Drop all those comments down below. And please do subscribe for future videos. But it's been your boy Jamal. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Peace.